and get video.
Okay, so just put that button. Well, that's simple. Jeez. Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. You guys are putting everything well, huh? Very process. Our towns are retail town is 300 some feet.
I guess I don't know.
I don't know how you do that.
Is that a test?
Yep.
I know you turned it on last time. Because you weren't the only one who's thinking.
Good luck with it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What's that?
See, they want a Dairy Queen under there.
I don't know.
Put an agenda.
Text me earlier.
Hey, how are you?
An agenda I can grab.
Hello, how are you?
Not gonna be in your way here?
No, not at all. That's for them to follow.
I don't know about that. You can stay there if you want. Just be careful. Here, Jess. This is the one public copy.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
So if anybody else wants it.
All right, guys, we're going to start our regular council meeting. Today's date is May 8, 2017 at 6:30 p.m. Call the meeting to order. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to do roll call. It looks like we have Councilmember Steve Johnson here and Councilmember Chase Carlson, myself, Mayor Yoder. Missing or absent is Councilmember Hutchinson and Councilmember Nate Douglas. I'm looking for an agenda, or a consent agenda for approval, A to G.
I will make a motion to approve the consent agenda,
Okay,
A through G.
motion made by Carlson, I'm looking for a second.
I second it.
Seconded by Johnson. Any discussion? Anything that needs to be taken out? Or added? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Then we move to Planning and Zoning Department. April 25th meeting was canceled due to lack of quorum. May 30th meeting was rescheduled to May 23rd due to Memorial Day holiday. I believe we have Pat here. Pat, do you have anything new for us?
I don't, I was just like you said, we didn't bring any business forward this month.
Okay, so we'll move on. We'll go to the building department. Any business for the building department, anybody? Okay, so then we'll move to old business. The compensation study, overview, discussion, and approval on page 12. So all the action relating to the pay structure and the implementation are based on the assumption the job descriptions will be finalized based on exiting or existing drafts without any substantial changes. Additionally, each document / plan replaces or supersedes previous versions. So number one, I'm looking for to accept the final report and the police officer's pay review, completion from the consultant, Paul Ness.
I will make a motion to approve those.
Okay, motion by Carlson, looking for a second.
I second.
Second by Johnson. You just keep saying that all night. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number two is we need a discussion on the Public Works Director anniversary. Basically, we are giving him a new date due to his new position as the Public Works Director. That's pretty snarly there.
$10 an hour raise.
Not quite.
My suggestion is that we do the same date as today, as we approve it. And if you guys are okay with that, we need a motion to accept that.
I'd make a motion to accept that.
Okay, first by Carlson,
I second it.
seconded by Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Test, test, test. Can you guys hear me now? I had it shut off, sorry. I did need a motion, looking for a motion to approve the revised internal structure, including reevaluation of upgrade of public works. Well, we already did that, so we're done with that.
No,
We need to still do that one?
we need to
We
approve
need
the
Oh.
internal job structure.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
For the Public Works Director and a new evaluation for the Assistant Maintenance Worker, General Labor. You got another fancy name. So I need a motion for that.
I will make that motion.
Okay, motion by Johnson. I will second it. Seconded by Chase. Carlson, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 4, we need a motion to approve the resolution 2017-7 adopting an update pay structure for the city employees and set city employees' wages for 2017. Basically, the employees haven't had a raise, I think, for a few years here. So what we did is we did a new study, came up with a new pay scale, something more that's put them up to date. So they're all getting a little bump in wages. So looking for a motion.
I will make that motion.
Okay, motion by Carlson. Looking for a second. Seconded by Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. According to the new state step structure, we need to reapprove the promotion of Jason Borish, the full-time police officer, as of 1/10 of 2017. Basically, he was part-time with us for a couple years, and now we're promoting him to a full-time position.
I will make a motion to approve them.
Okay, we make a motion by Carlson. Go ahead.
Can you include the new pay grade and step in the
Sure.
motion?
Should be a pay grade 7, step 2.
Yep.
And that's
I'd like to make a
1904, right?
Yep. I'd like to make a motion to approve Jason Borash as full-time under the pay grade 7, step 2.
Okay. Looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Johnson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then we move over to, we're gonna schedule performance evaluation. I'd say we do one at a time. I don't know how many we wanna do, but for sure, well, Bruce won't get his now till you'll be in your new position, so 6 months from today's date is your performance evaluation. But we should do Ron's, and get his done. You guys have a date that would work for you guys? Would the 22nd work? It's the day before a P and Z meeting, or we could do it on a P and Z, just come in early. Although you guys work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe Monday night would be better.
22nd.
You could also, if you want, just throwing this out there as an option, if you wanted to have it at, like, at the end of the next council meeting too. It's totally up to you guys, but just throwing that out there as an option.
That would work for me as well too.
Then they'd wait till June. Steve, you wanna stay late?
That's
Find
fine.
your way home?
Sure, I'll find it. Got GPS now.
All right, well then we're gonna do it on June 12th, after a regular council meeting on that day. And that'll be a closed meeting. Any other business brought forward for old business? Anybody have anything? Chief? No. Chase? No. Okay. New business. Looks like we have a open seat gonna be at the council. Councilmember Nate Douglas gave us a resignation letter saying his new job is basically preventing him from making the meetings, so he just doesn't wanna hold up the city. And it looks like he works for American Red Cross now, and so he resigned. Nice little letter.
I will make a motion to accept his resignation letter.
Okay, I'm looking for a second. Second made by Johnson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Looking for a motion for resolution 017-8-8A. It's gonna be on page 13. Basically, that's gonna be the acceptance of resignation and declaring vacancy of the city council. I'll just read it here. It says, whereas the City of Motley has received the written resignation of Nate Douglas effective on April 22nd, 2017. Now thereas it be resolved by the City Council of the City of Motley, Minnesota as follows. The city accepts Nate Douglas' resignation as described above. The city declares the vacancy exists on the council. Passed by the City Council of Minnesota on today's date. It says this year. We already accepted it, so I guess there's nothing else on there more. What else you need to add?
A motion to approve the resolution.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to approve this resolution.
Okay, motion made by Steve.
I'll second
Johnson,
it.
Seconded by Chase Carlson. Any more discussion? I'd like to can we add in there that or you wanna do it? No, we'll do that next. The letter of interest.
I would do that separate.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Alright,
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then accepting letter of interest until noon of June 2nd. You guys agree with that for the new position?
I think that's plenty of time. That's
Give
good.
us time to review.
yeah.
2 weeks.
Seems good to me.
Okay, and then we'll make a motion on that.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, a motion. Go ahead.
Oh, yep, for accepting letters of interest until noon of June 2nd.
Okay, need a second.
Second.
Second by Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Alright,
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Lyle Grossinger, request motion to auto claim that was denied by LMCIT. Is Lyle here?
Yeah, I am.
Can you stand up?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
All right. Bruce, Brethren, the maintenance guy, and I had an incident back on 10/13. It wasn't the date of 12 something, but anyway, it was on 10/13 because he was spreading gravel. And we've got a little bit of conflict of the stories. We did try to call the sheriff, but the sheriff wasn't on duty. It was a minor accident. It wasn't nothing major. But the way that it happened is we pulled in the Y liquor store on Front Street, and I had my RV and my trailer, and I was facing west. Bruce was doing gravel on the road, and he got up to the stop sign. I had got out of my RV, went inside, came out, got back in my RV, seen that the skid steer loader was facing now east at the stop sign. He was all the way at the stop sign. He wasn't in the middle of the road. He was on the up by the stop sign facing east. And I proceeded to come out. I understood that, okay, he's there. It's clear for me to come out. I went into the eastbound lane to get out to Highway 10. As I started making my turn in the lane, I was in the eastbound lane already, and Bruce had started backing up with his skid steer. I did not see any strobe lights, but when I seen him coming, there was nothing I could do. It was seconds from the time he left that stop sign to the time he struck the bumper of my front of my RV. We got out of the RV. My son was with me. We got out of the RV. Luckily enough, I was able to back up maybe about 6 inches. It struck just my bumper. It moved my bumper maybe a half inch. Bruce got out of the skid steer loader and said, "I did not see you." He said, "You cannot see out of these skid steers." And I said, I understand. I know I've drove them. Nothing that I could do to get out of the way. I would have tried. So he was going backwards with the skid steer. I was going the correct direction on that street, going east. And at that time, we took pictures, we exchanged information. I said, you know, it's not that big of an issue. I'll send you an estimate. He said, that's fine. I did tell him I'm actually an insurance agent. And he said, well, you know probably more than I do. I said, well, and he took pictures of the RV as well, because there wasn't that much damage. $1,300 worth of damage or something like that. I did send the estimate up. When it got to the insurance company's level, the adjuster contacted me, and we visited, and I explained my situation with the letter that I sent up to Motley. You guys have a chance to read that. That clearly states, you know, he backed up, I said over 175 feet. I just measured it. It's probably more like 125 feet. So it's not 175, but still the same. He's going the wrong direction in a lane that I had the right of way in. So when the adjuster gets something like this, they have to resolve this by facts. Bruce had said that he did not tell me that he could not see out of the skid steer loader. So the adjuster is going to have a very difficult time trying to add all this together. He also stated that I made a U-turn. I did not make a U-turn. I was parked in that parking lot. I got out of my RV. I went into the liquor store. I come out of the liquor store, got it. It was not like I just made a U-turn in front of him as he was backing up. When I pulled out, he was at the stop sign headed east. I thought he was going to pull out on 10 just like a normal traffic would. He did not. I made my turn. He just started to back up. And again, there was nothing I could do to get out of the way. I had a trailer with my four-wheeler on the back. My son was with. He can witness to what he said. It's kind of sad that it has to come to this. I did not want to come before the council and drive up here. I live 2.5 hours away. I attempted to call Bruce a couple times. We never connected. I dealt with your city clerk. But when you're dealing with an adjuster, she's only going to deal with the facts that she's hearing, and she's going to listen to your insured more than she's going to listen to me. That's her job. But if this would have been told to her that Bruce made that statement at the scene, it would have made this a lot easier for her to determine the facts of the matter. So now I'm here before you guys, and I do not want to do this, but I have no choice. I've got a statement written up, but that's it in a nutshell. He was backing up in the eastbound lane, going the wrong way, and I was already in that lane when he struck me. Like I said, my estimate is it's not that much. You know, it's $1,346. If it would have been any worse, if he would have hit the cab of my RV, it's a 2002 RV, it's a $50,000 vehicle, it's got 35,000 miles on it, it's still worth quite a bit. We wouldn't have been leaving the scene. I would have had to have an officer come and make a report. Maybe negligence on both of our parts, not waiting for an officer, but it was minor.
Yeah.
And with that stated at the scene, I didn't think it was necessary to waste anybody else's time. It was 5:30 at the day. Bruce also stated that, you know, I shouldn't even be here. It's 5:30. He stated that he shouldn't even be here. Now, I suppose, I don't know, punch out times 5, 4:30, I don't know, whatever that was. But he also made that statement. I don't know how else to handle this situation, but that's a dishonesty of one of your employees. And I wouldn't be here if he would have just admitted what he told me at the scene of the accident. I'm just really disappointed, like I said in my letter, that I even have to waste my time to come up here, because if the adjuster would have that information, she could have made a very easy decision. I was not making a U-turn.
Okay.
And he made that statement of, you can't see out of these skid steers, he said. And if he was looking back, like he said he was looking back, why would you continue backing up and strike my vehicle? It's a 24-foot white RV. If you truly seen my RV, you're not going to keep backing up until you hit it. So I'm here to dispute Bruce's statement, what he made basically to the adjuster. And if it would be corrected, the adjuster could make a very good decision on who is legally at fault and liable here.
Correct, all right. Thank you. So, as you know, you're an insurance, like you said, you're an insurance agency too. You know, we have insurance that's supposed to take care of all this for us.
I know.
I wasn't there, none of us were there. Obviously, it's your word against his word, you know what I mean? That's kind of why we pay insurance.
Yeah.
So, and they obviously denied you, which kind of sucks on your part, and I apologize about the accident. But there's not much more we can do, and we have to follow kind of what our insurance says. That's why we have that.
Well, I understand that, and if I had my own insurance, I have liability only. Insurance agents pay premiums too, so we don't like to pay premiums as well.
And I get that.
So I don't have full coverage, but if I did have full coverage, I'd have $1,000 deductible. So I would still be out there, because your city clerk said, well, maybe you could turn it into your insurance and the two insurance companies could deal with it. I agree, that's the way it's supposed to be. but we have to have honesty in this process. And I guess my question to you, Bruce, is why did you deny making that statement to the adjuster?
Okay, well, here's,
Yeah.
first of all, we're not here for an argument or anything
I'm
like
not
that, you know,
either.
so we heard your story.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming. I'm sorry you had to come all the way up here to hear this, but we have to go with what our attorney and what our insurance says, and that's kind of what we're, you know, going after. I know, I'm a law enforcement officer, so I do a lot of accidents, and it's like, you got two very different stories, and it is hard for insurance agencies, I get it, you know, and you
It's pretty sad that you got a dishonest employee.
Well, I have to interrupt here.
That's
You can't-
fine.
You can't be accusing
I'm not.
personal.
I'm
you just
stating the
did it.
facts. I'm
So-
stating the facts, and
you
if
know,
Bruce
you
had just
cannot be
admitted,
accusing people of being
I'm not
dishonest.
accusing.
You just did.
all right, we're gonna move on, so, thank you.
then I guess I have no choice but to take you to court.
Well, that's fine, that's, you know, that's why we have insurance, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Second, we're going to Barb Klein. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are
Okay,
you?
your floor.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
Well, you can stand right there if you want. Be
Okay,
comfortable.
all right, thank you. I'm Barb Klein, I'm the director of the Staples Motley Area Chamber of Commerce. And the reason that I'm here is to just talk to the council about the event that we are hosting on June 17th here in Motley called Motley June Fest. And we need to have some city action on being able to close some of the streets and to hold our events here on that day, having a parade, having vendors downtown, a street dance, fireworks, all those kinds of things. And then last year was the first year that I coordinated this with the city. And we were privileged to be able to have your fire department helped us with the fireworks, and the police officers helped us with the law enforcement, and your Bruce helped with the maintenance and all of those things that we needed. And I wanted to solicit that help again this year, and also get the approval to have our the streets closed for the timing that we need for the parade and all of those things that are happening. And we also would like to request from the city council if there would be some financial help that we could get. This being the 130th anniversary of Motley, we'd like to kind of showcase that. And we anticipate that our budget for the event would be about $14,000 or a little over $14,000. However, we have gotten some sponsorships from like Maury's Fish Company because it's their anniversary, and some other businesses in town. I have written a request for funds from Minnesota Power and Light, and also from the Community Foundation and the Lions. And so I think we'll get, you know, enough to be able to cover the events. If there's a way that the city could help us with, you know, $2,000 or whatever that you have in budget. The 10 High Liquors would be the one that would be the licensing for the beer garden and the street dance, and so it's not something that we the chamber, you the city, it's their licensing, their request. And any of our food vendors will also be applying for the appropriate permits through the Department of Health, so that we have all those things covered as well. And then I would like to invite the mayor and the city council and staff to ride on a float in the parade, being that it's the 130th anniversary. The chamber has a float. I don't know exactly where it is and what condition it is in, but we'd certainly like to be able to you know, showcase the city of Motley on 130th anniversary of Motley in the parade. Let's see if there was anything else. I'm just rattling really fast. Yeah, I think that was all I was going to ask. Oh yeah, I was going to just mention to you that last year during the June Fest, our committee with the monies that we got did the maintenance to have the poles, the electrical poles, brought it up to code, and so that we could plug in for our street dance and all of the electrical things. And so the chamber has been paying the monthly Minnesota Power and Light bill every month, you know, $26, $27, to make sure that we keep those things, those poles going. So we should have those in place without having to worry about having them, you know, inspected and all that kind of thing again. So that's in place. And we're going to keep everything on the west side of the highway, instead of having vendors and stuff on the other side, people going back and forth across the busy highway. We were really conscious about the safety of the people. So we'll put everything on the west side of the highway, the vendors and the pig races and everything will be like in the park. And we'll just try to build everything on the west side.
Perfect.
How did I do?
You did great.
I talk really fast.
Can you make sure that Steve gets the real strong part of the float?
I sure can. We'll build it up on
We
one
make
side,
sure that
yeah.
there's no rotten spots there.
The double X.
I'll do my best, Steve.
All right, well, let's talk about this. I have no problem with closing the city and using in-kind services from our city for, like we did last year. I have no problem with that, again.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay, you guys looking for a motion to approve that specific thing? So we're approving to go ahead and have the street dance?
Yeah, to be able to have the street closures, have the
Correct.
in-kind contributions from the city and.
Yeah, well, I had some more here, but them are the first two.
Do we do each one individual or?
Well, I think they want to do the money individual, so.
Yeah,
Right,
the
so-
money needs to be separate.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to allow, the closing of the streets for the street dance and the June Fest.
Okay,
The use of the park in the west side of town
in-kind services.
in kind services.
Okay. Is that it? All right, I had a motion on the floor, seconded by Johnson. All in favor, or first, do you have any discussion? Anything you want to add? No? All right, all in favor, say aye. Those those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Go ahead, Steve.
I might be a little late here, but if we go along with the float, is there somehow, or somebody could help us decorate it instead of just a
You know, Steve, let me.
chair up there? or
Yeah, let me look at, Bruce and I were gonna go in and look at, because the Central Lakes College has been using the float for a lot of years because the chamber hasn't had a real use for it.
Okay,
And so we're gonna go look at it and see what it needs, you know, because it may already have decorations on it from last year from the parade and at Railroad Days or something. So we'll, if we can get you back to you on that, we won't put you up there in a hay wagon or something. We'll make it nice with banner. We'll get a banner.
Banner, it says 130 years, city council.
130 years and make it a nice,
Perfect.
nice thing for you guys.
sounds good.
All right. Let's look for finances for, what does the city want to donate to them this year? Last year we haven't, because I think most years we say the first year they have to do it on their own to prove us they can do it, but I think they proved it, they did a good job last year, so. Being it's 130 years, what do you guys want to feel like it's worth donating?
Barb mentioned 2,000, you mentioned,
I'd go up to 3, just the fact that 3
and
would
we
be,
have that.
we have that in, we do have that, right, Lacey? In the one fund?
Yeah, we would either have it